right, anyway, I'm just going to talk for a bit. I'm kind of thinking like Bruce Springsteen, you know, when he leads up to a song, you've seen him live, he does kind of a little bit of a monologue, so that's what this is. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out what song to play. I emailed Deborah, I think Thursday, and asked her, you know, what is Bob's favorite song, or what are some of his favorite bands? And Friday morning, I got an email response that said his favorite song is 100,000 Pounds of Bananas. Frankly, I'd never heard of it. You've heard of the
But
song?
there's Google.
All right, it's Google.
But that was the wrong number.
Anyway, about an hour later, I got a follow-up email, and she apologized for being half asleep, and she said, "Oh, the song is actually called 30,000 Pounds." I haven't heard of that one either. Is that like by the Beatles? I don't know. Anyway.
Who wrote it?
Harry Chapin.
Oh.
Really? Okay. I heard a taxi.
Bob will sing it for you later.
Maybe right after this. Anyway, she mentioned that a few bands Bob liked, and one of them was Bruce Springsteen. And Bob, originally being a Jersey boy, it seemed a no-brainer to pick a song by the Boss to make fun of Bob with. And since I'm going with Springsteen, I'm going to do, you know, the little monologue thing. So here goes. Bob and I go way back. I remember my father telling me that I had a cousin who lived in the next town who was born, and we were born less than a month apart, and he made a play date for us. Maybe when I was 14, he drove me over there. I had certainly met Bob lots of times before, but that was going to be our official play date. Anyway, so he dropped me off, and Bob and I looked at each other and was like, well, what are we going to do? So, anyway, let me see what I yeah, okay. So
Bob, you shouldn't be standing.
So, no.
No. It's fun.
So what should we do? So I said to Bob, you got any Playboys? And he said, no, but how about we play chess? So,
They're the same.
So
Sorry to hear that.
I visited periodically, but after he beat me about 16 times in a row, I began visiting less frequently. And I can't remember Bob ever coming to my house. I don't know if it was safe there, but I don't think it was reciprocal. Anyway, I remember one of the topics we talked about was our bar mitzvahs. I went to Hebrew school for 5 years, and the night before my bar mitzvah, the guy who owned the catering hall where the party was going to be had a massive heart attack, and although the bar mitzvah ceremony took place, the party was canceled. So 5 years, no party. Bob's father put him in a car about a month before his 13th birthday and told him they were going to see a rabbi about a bar mitzvah on the 30-day plan. So he had about a month worth of training and a massive party. I had 5 years of Hebrew school and no party. But at least at his bar mitzvah, they gave us all coffee mugs with our names on it. So that was kind of cool. Well, in high school, we both played on the school soccer team and even played against one another, Paramus versus Fairlawn. I believe we won, but that hardly made up for the string of consecutive chess losses. And then we were off each other's radar for a while, as I got into drugs, sex, and rock and roll, and Bob got into volunteer firefighting, rugby, and grades good enough to get him into law school. I went to college in D.C. and moved back to Jersey, but Bob was the one who ended up settling and making a life in the D.C. area after going to law school at University of Maryland, Baltimore. And then years later, when I was working at Rutgers magazine, I was writing a story on the student volunteer firefighting squad, and I called the squad's director and asked to interview the most remarkable student firefighter in history, and he gave me the name Bob Glowinski. I guess you'd call that one of those small world moments. Anyway, I don't remember about the interview except him asking if I wanted to play chess. And we would see each other at family events, bar mitzvahs, weddings, funerals, and the like, and reminisce about the old days. At one occasion, we talked about our mutual love of biking, and Bob suggested that we do a bike ride together. He lived close to the C&O Canal, but had never biked the entire thing. I thought it might be fun and asked two of my friends who are here today, Jeff and Hank, if they might be interested in going on a bike vacation. Anyway, here's a song I worked up with my fellow hogs for the occasion.
Hank, show the shirt. Yeah, you got it.
Anyway. Oh, one last thing.
Coming up to sing? This is not for nothing?
When I called Deborah and asked her for some inside information on Bob, the most insightful thing she said is, every time we have rice-a-roni for dinner, Bob will say, "Rice-a-roni? The San Francisco treat." Thanks for the help, Deborah. I'm going to call up my backup singers now and fellow hogs to help me with this Springsteen song based on Hungry Heart.
Practice they did.
This is only for you.
You're going to
explain it to me?
Yeah,
Probably
It's cloudy.
just as good a chance it's going to rain here as the chance that it was going to rain on our bike trip.
Yeah, so we never got to really wear his rain gear, so we thought it would be fitting for him to put it on here. Okay. Here we go. Kids in Potomac, Jack. I went down to the C&O and I always came back. Like another college tour that sure is growing. Giant map for my kitchen to tell me where I'm going. Bob-60th-Billy-Hungry got a hungry heart. He's got two daughters that are very smart. Don't eat no vegetables because it makes him fart. Bob-60th-Billy-Hungry's got a hungry heart. That's pretty much. He met Deborah when they were Scarlet Knights. Now they've been married almost 35 years.
Over.
She was taller, but that's alright. We've never even seen them fight. Bob-60th-Billy-Hungry's got a hungry heart. His sister Irene, she is also smart. His applicant is a work of art. Bob-60th-Billy-Hungry's got a hungry heart. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Bob keeps his personal shit close to the vest. After meetings at work, he comes home to the nest. He likes his TV and his NCIS. He tells Deborah, please don't be a pest. He's got a hungry heart. Deborah breaking her leg, it wasn't too smart. Bob's good at taking things apart. Bob-60th-Billy-Hungry's got a
Good rice-a-roni he can. Bob-60th got a hungry heart. He and a monkey, I can't tell them apart. For breakfast, you can raise the start. Bob-60th's got a hungry heart.